Hey, Kalissa. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, a video response to your question because it'll be much faster. So just going through and reading it, you've had someone apply on your rental. You sent them over and you told them that credit checks were part of your due diligence, and now they've lost interest. So is this something that other landlords are experiencing? And I would say, yeah, absolutely for sure. And this is a good thing. So yes, it's certainly a filter. You will get rid of the tire kickers, tenants that might not be as of good quality, and especially professional tenants that know the system, they know the legislation around the RTA, and they know the loopholes to really be a problem for landlords. So one of these due diligence by doing the credit check up front will deter these type of applicants, which is a good thing. Now the flip side of this question is, will this also deter some good tenants? Probably. There are going to be tenants out there just aren't simply comfortable doing the credit check, and to each their own. That's fully up to them. What I am seeing, and this is a conversation we've been having now for a number of years, is the credit checks are becoming more and more commonplace, and I think this will just be a bit of time where tenants will just become this will become the norm. Just like anything, when it's new, it takes a little bit of time, and there always will be outliers that simply won't ever want to do it, and that's fine. That's probably not the tenant that you want, anyways. You're gonna want a good quality tenant, and honestly, most tenants don't even bat an eye when they do their credit check. I've gotten dozens and dozens of credit checks over the years for screening my tenants. Now, another thing too is I'm just kind of looking through this. You sent me this question. This was just right at the end, just before New Year's. So you're end of December, coming out of Christmas, going into January. It is the toughest time of the year to do rentals. So that's another factor just to consider. It's just no one wants to move when it's minus 27 right now here in Calgary. So that's just another factor to keep in mind as well. What else did you got here? By asking credit checks, does that deter bad tenants? Yeah, could we answer that question? Right, and then the kind of the last part you get into is rental history, all that stuff. And there's other ways too. So I always do a credit check. I always want it. If the credit, I don't need perfect credit, but the credit is okay, and maybe I want a little bit more supporting information. I also ask for proof of paying rent on time, and that could be done through a couple different ways. E-transfers are the probably most common. So I just ask the potential tenant to forward their last 12 months of showing that they've paid their rent consistently on time for a previous lease. And also, if they, for whatever, don't do that, pay in cash, which it is out there, you could ask for bank statements, blacking out all the non-pertinent information, showing the cash withdrawals as well. But most times you're going to be able to get that same confirmation through e-transfers, which is way better anyways, because you see who that email is being sent to, who's accepting it, the date and time it was sent, was that rent, therefore showing if the rent was paid on time. Plus, you can tell what bank they use on an e-transfer. It says at the very bottom in gray, small, fine print, it says this was done through Bank of Montreal, Tangerine, Scotiabank, or what have you. So going through the rest of your question. Oh, also my ad, I've stated that it's a requirement for a credit check. So do they not read the ad? Yeah, text at the very end. Only, I'd say probably a small percentage, a minority of your applicants will read through the full ad. I know one landlord of mine, she put a bonus. She put if you read to the end, she put a sentence at the very end of her rental ad listing in the written section, and it said, "If you read this, please reach out to me for a free prize." And it was like a $20 Tim Hortons gift card, and it was months. And she ran she had 2 or 3 vacancies that summer, and so she would have had literally thousands of people viewing that ad, and she never got a request for that gift card. So yeah, chances are they're probably not reading it. That's why one of the suggestions I do on the marketing side is embed text into your photos. The first thing you do, it's an emotional buy, even when renting. People want to live in a place they enjoy calling home, and they're going to go look at the pictures first and see what they see. You can embed text into the photos to maybe state some of the more important or critical factors of your rental property or your requirements. So I hopefully you found that helpful. And if you got more questions, message me again and I'll answer what I can. Take care and have a good day.